It's game day for your Kansas City Chiefs as they take the field for the first time in 2024, squaring off against the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Jones here with you. So glad to have you with us as we preview this NFL opening night matchup. The Chiefs come in as slight favorites against the Baltimore Ravens in this rematch of the AFC Championship Game, where the Chiefs were able to get a win and get to the Super Bowl. The Ravens looking for revenge to try to spoil the party as the banner goes up at Arrowhead Stadium this evening. On today's show, we'll tell you everything you need to know, go over my keys to victory, injury report, prediction, and more in just a matter of a moment. Before we do, folks, we are in a sub-battle between now and kickoff between the Chiefs Report and our Ravens channel, Ravens Rundown. And I got to tell you, our friend, Joey Peterson, who you all know from producing this show from time to time, he's the host over at Ravens Rundown, and he was talking some smack about the game and about the sub-battle. This is what Joey had to say.
What's going on, Chiefs Report? I know you know me as producer Joey, but I'm actually the host for the Ravens, and I'm here to tell you that not only are the Chiefs going down tonight in Arrowhead Stadium, but the Chiefs Report is going to get crushed by Ravens Rundown in the sub-battle that we're doing. Lamar Jackson's a better quarterback than Patrick Mahomes. John Harbaugh is a better coach than Andy Reid. I don't want to hear about the AFC Championship Game. You know the refs screwed us. I know it. You know it. Tyler knows it. You guys are going down tonight. Have fun listening to Taylor Swift while you're crying in your car, going home from the game, or while you're sitting on your couch watching the Chiefs Report lose.
So if you want to stick it to Joey, then subscribe now and join us for a watch party coming up here on Thursday for Chiefs and Ravens, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. Spam F Joey, that fraud. Get him out of here, and we'll continue with today's show. The injury report for the Kansas City Chiefs, Marquise Brown out with a shoulder injury, and then there are several guys that are probable, that were full goes in practice earlier this week on Monday, including Johnson, Jones, Williams, Bolton, Morris, Noddy, Tooney, and Winchester, but they're all expected to play, so that's very good news as Marquise Brown, the only one likely not going to play. Meanwhile, the Ravens injury report, this is the healthiest they've been in quite some time. Rasheen Ali is questionable, the running back out of Marshall, their rookie, with a neck injury. Meanwhile, Isaac is doubtful with a hamstring injury. Those two rookies, both we will likely not see much of on Thursday. If you want the Chiefs to beat the Ravens, like the video, don't jinx it. Do your part. If we get at least 500 likes on today's video, I've been told that guarantees victory. So why even risk it? Just do your part, like the video, for a Chiefs win on Thursday night. Our keys to victory for the Kansas City Chiefs, it starts with the run game. Establishing the run, pounding the rock is going to be a huge key for Kansas City to get a win. And you think about the run game. We know about Pacheco. You're not going to have Clyde out there. We'll see how much we get of Samaje Perine and Carson Steele and company. But think about this. Since 2022, the Chiefs have had a 49.6% success rate on run plays against a stacked front. And we're going to see a lot of a stacked front from the Ravens defense. Now, in contrast, on the Ravens end of things, in the same time frame, since 2022, the Ravens have had a 49.5% success rate on run plays against a stacked front. That's the second worst in the NFL. So to put it in a nutshell, the Chiefs run the ball very good against a stacked front, and the Ravens struggle to stop the run against a stacked front. So this is where this guy comes in. Isaiah Pacheco, coming off a solid season in 2023, where he rushed for nearly 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns, 4.6 yards per carry. I want to see a lot of Pacheco tonight. I want to see him really just run after this Baltimore Ravens defense and take them to shreds as far as I'm concerned. What will the final score be? Who wins? And what will be the outcome? Get your predictions in now in the comments section. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time. Game Time, the best place to go for last-minute tickets, the best seats, the lowest prices guaranteed. Game Time is a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to only show you incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Maybe you're looking for a ticket to the game tonight. Maybe it's a Chiefs ticket for later in the season, a Royals ticket, Sporting Kansas City. They got them all, folks. Choose the event you want to go to. They got the prices listed. You choose your seats, if you like that seat or not, and then you're checking out with Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo, all major credit card providers. They also have super deals. If you get a super deal, you can't pass up on it. They also have their seat views, so you can see what the seat looks like, get the visual. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game Time. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. So we talked about the Chiefs running the football. Now you go to the other side, and the biggest difference between these two teams from when they last met in the AFC Championship game is Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry signed with the Ravens this offseason. We always have known the Ravens are a run-first football team and would love to just run it down your throats all day long, and that is not going to change with Derrick Henry. In fact, even more so. And Derrick Henry has kind of had his way with the Kansas City Chiefs in his last 4 matchups, all within the Mahomes era. Derrick Henry has rushed for 458 yards and 5 touchdowns, as well as he's had over 6 yards per carry in those 4 games against Kansas City on some Tennessee Titan teams that were pretty sus, right? Especially that offensive line. The offensive line that he has in Baltimore, not great, but still better than the lines he had there in Tennessee. And Derrick Henry, I get it. He's a little bit older now, but he is still a fantastic running back, folks, and he can't be taken lightly. Coming off a year last year on that awful Tennessee team where he still had nearly 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns and 4.2 yards per carry, the Chiefs are going to need to do everything they can to slow down Derrick Henry and force Lamar to pass the football down the field like we saw in the AFC Championship game last year. Creating turnovers is our third key to victory for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's been a big point of emphasis throughout this offseason. You heard it from Trent McDuffie that he's looking to get his first career interception this season. You've heard it from Nick Bolton that he feels like he's missed out opportunities to create extra possessions. And this game, I expect it to be a close game. An extra possession or two could be the difference in who wins and who loses. And you look at the turnover margins last year, the Chiefs' turnover stats were not great. They did not do a good enough job of getting those extra possessions. And tonight, I think that's going to be a big key. I mean, you even got Andy Reid talking about it. When Andy Reid is talking about it, when it comes to defense, then that should tell you everything you need to know from an offensive guy like Andy. He said recently, defensively, we're always punching the ball out, which is good for the runners and the receivers. It's good that they can get that work and feel that. Turnovers end up being a big thing, catching the ball on the back end defensively. We can keep working on that. Who's a player to watch for the Chiefs against the Ravens? We've already talked about a few. Got a couple more to get to. Weigh in, let us know who comes to mind of who you think is going to have a good night against Baltimore. Number 4 on our list of keys to the game for the Kansas City Chiefs is getting Xavier Worthy involved early. You don't have Marquise Hollywood-Brown, and all eyes are going to be on Xavier Worthy to see what kind of impact he can have right away in the offense. And you think about this in the preseason when Mahomes was out there, one of their big points of emphasis were that they wanted to get Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy involved right away because they knew that they were going to need both those guys immediately. And I think that if you're the Kansas City Chiefs, the best thing you can do for Xavier Worthy's confidence is to get to him right away, get him in a comfortable spot, and let him take off from there. Xavier Worthy, the fastest player in the National Football League, as he set the record at the Combine for the fastest 40 ever at 4.21. But it's more than just that, folks. Last year was fantastic with the Big 12 champion Texas Longhorns as they made the college football playoff, had over 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns. One thing I would say with Xavier Worthy about getting him involved early is he can't let any nerves get in the way of dropping passes. That was a problem for him at UT, was careless drops. He had 5 total last year. For him, getting involved right away and holding on to the football is going to be a big key. Andy Reid said this on Xavier Worthy recently. One that is unknown is Worthy, having not played an NFL game, a real NFL game, other than a preseason game with him in practice. But what I've seen is they have a pretty good thing going, and we'll just see how it goes when things are flying here, fast and furious. All gas, no brakes for Xavier Worthy and the Chiefs offense. Last but not least for the Kansas City Chiefs, Travis Kelce. Oh, yeah, that guy? Now, we have talked about with Kelce that he's playing with a chip on his shoulder this season, that he feels like he has something to prove after having a down year in 2023, which was still a very good year, right? Well, one of the ways that they can get things going with him to get him back on track, and I don't even like saying that because it wasn't a bad year. It just wasn't a Kelce great year, right? Is getting him more involved in the red zone. That's something the Chiefs kind of got away from last year. You think about when you look at red zone offense, the Chiefs have been very good in the red zone since 2022. The Chiefs have run 17.8% of their offensive snaps in the red zone. That's the best in the NFL. You compare that to the Baltimore Ravens, they've allowed their opponents to run 1% of their plays in the red zone, which is 5th worst in the NFL. So getting there, that's number one. That's part one of this equation. But then when you get there, getting Travis Kelce more involved. Last year, in the red zone, he had 5 touchdowns. But you only got him 13 catches in those 5 touchdowns. You got to use Kelce. You have an advantage down there in the red zone. Use it with Kelce, and you'll be in great shape. That's what I want to see more of, is not just more Travis Kelce, but specifically in the red zone when you have those mismatches, take advantage of it. What is your key to victory for the Kansas City Chiefs against the Baltimore Ravens? I gave you my 5. Now I want to hear from you. Weigh in the comments section and let us know what you think. So to recap, our keys to victory for the Kansas City Chiefs: establishing the run. Run the damn ball. Take away Derrick Henry as much as you can. Create turnovers. Get that extra possession or 2. That could be the difference in the ball game. Get Xavier Worthy involved early. And Worthy needs to get the nerves off of him. Don't need those careless drops right from the jump. And then getting Travis Kelce more involved in the red zone. If the Chiefs do these things, I think they'll be in great shape. I got the Chiefs winning this one 31-24 and starting the year 1-0 and having a perfect night with the banner raised and a 1-0 start to the 2024 season. What will be the final score? Get your predictions in now. You like the Chiefs? You like the Ravens? How's the outcome turn out? Let us know. Make sure to join us Thursday night for our watch party right here on the Chiefs Report. Big Tech's going to be here with me as well. We'll see you then.